Hey everybody, welcome back to a new modeling video in Maya. Well, it's going to be a subscriber request today. We're going to be doing a full bar scene, and it's going to be a pretty long tutorial. So I suggest you just hit the pause button, get some snacks, coffee, tea or whatnot, and then jump in. Here we go. Okay guys, well here we go. So a bar scene. I am not going to follow one specific reference. Problem is with the bar that you don't have photos from all angles typically if you're looking for references online. So I'm going to take just a whole bunch from Google and kind of go from there, right? So it's going to be kind of made up, if you will. All right, let's go with the base of the bar to begin with. We're going to start with the polygon cube. We're going to scale it out. Pull it out in length, and yeah, that would be a good base. Now we obviously don't need the top and the bottom. Yeah, there you go. We want some decoration on the front there. For that, what we'll do is we'll take another polygon cube, and I'll just pull it up so we can see what's going on. F to frame, R to scale, and push that almost flat like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to right click, go to face, select that face, Control E to extrude. Let's tweak the offset to, let's do 0.05, that would be fine. Then we're going to pull that down just a little bit. We're going to G to repeat and W to pull down a bit more. Yeah. And then we're going to go in here and we're going to select the back face and delete that. So that's the plate that we want. We're going to have that in the front of the bar. So we're going to hit E to rotate, hold down J and flip it up like that. We're going to bring it in position. After frame that, we want to repeat this a couple of times, obviously, and we might want to reshape it a little bit as well. So I'm going to snap it to the grid. There you go. Then I'm going to make it a bit longer, and what you don't want to do is hit R and scale it, because you will change the proportions like that, right? So what we're going to do instead is we're going to right click at a vertex, drag select, we're going to hit W, we're going to hold down X and snap that up, and then do the same here, snap that down, there you go. Then we're going to go and move it to the left. So we'll keep on holding X to snap it, there you go. We'll hit Control D to duplicate, W to move, and we'll hold down X as we do so. So that's the first one, that's fine. Shift D, and Shift D. There you go. Now we want to make sure that they're in contact. So let's just see if that's the case. And you can see it's not. All right. So that's fine. So we're going to jump to the top. We're going to F to frame. For wireframe mode, we're going to drag select these guys. And then we're going to bring that in. That's fine. Then for the top of the bar, I want that to be an oval, right? So, and I think I'm going to bevel these corners a bit before we do that. So I'm going to take these corners, I'm going to bevel them. Let's do a smaller fraction. Let's do 0.2 maybe. Yeah, we'll add some segments. 3 should be good. For wireframe mode, yeah, all right. Okay, now we will clean this up a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll go to object mode. I'll insert some edge loops. We'll do multiple and 4. And yeah, that's much better. And then yeah, we'll go away, and then we'll do 2. We'll do 2 there and 2 there, and we'll do 4, and we'll do 4 there, and nope, not there. 4 there. All right. Okay, cool. All right, so object mode, we're gonna go and fix that top right there. All right, So for that, we're going to take an oval shape, and let's see how oval we can go. I think the best way to approach this is with the cylinder. Hit W, move that up. We're going to open up the attribute editor. Let's go in here and set that to a subdivision level of 8. And then what we're going to do is jump to the top, F to frame. We're going to right click at a face. We're going to drag select, delete those. Then we're going to jump in here, F to frame, right click, go to edge. There you go. Take this guy, extrude it to about there, I would say. Then we're going to go in here and we're going to hit R and we're going to make it flat, and then we're going to scale it out. Let's rotate it. Let's get it on top here. After frame, there you go. I'm going to scale that out. And this will be smooth, right? So let's just do a quick preview. Okay, so we got that. What we're going to do is we're going to insert some edge loops. We're going to do multiple and 2. Let's add them in there. Hit R and push them a little bit more towards the edges there. There you go. We're then going to go to object mode. We're going to hit 3 to preview smooth. Looks a lot better. Still a bit rough though, but we'll bump that up in a sec. Hit 1 to go back. We need to make sure that we're halfway. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to right click, go to vertex, drag click these guys, W to move, and hold down X, right? Now we're going to take the whole object and we're going to move the pivot point, hit the insert key, hold down a V and snap it up there. Hit the insert key again, Control D to duplicate, E to rotate, hold down J, flip it around like this, and then we're going to select and shift select. We're going to go to mesh and combine. And then we're going to right click at our vertex, drag select and go to edit mesh and merge. 0.01 should be fine. So now we can go in and smooth this guy. Mesh and smooth. Let's do 2. And let's see if that's coming in too much. I think that's fine. It's a bit thin though. So we'll hit R and we'll bump that up quite a bit. Now the subdivision level is not very low, but it's okay. Let's see, any n-gons here? Don't think so. Nope. So we're going to W and we're going to push that down. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll drag select the whole thing. I'll just group it, Control G, W to move it up, and put it on the grid like so we can see what's going on. Yeah. So we got that section. Now what we need to do is create a couple of seats for people to sit on. So let's do that. We'll take a polygon cylinder, and I'll pull this out here. We'll hit R. We'll push that down a little bit. After frame, right click at an edge, double click. Bevel that, increase the segments to about 6. That'll be about right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of detail here. So we are going to insert edge loops. We got multiple and 2, so we'll add them right there. And then we'll hit Q on a keyboard, right click at a face, click and shift, double click, Control E to extrude, and then R to push them in a little bit. Like that. All right, and then we're going to insert an edge loop one more time, this time manual, and we'll put it down here to hold down the shape. And that's that. So now if we go in here and we hit 3 to preview smooth, we'll get something like this. Now if you want this to be a hard edge right here, what we'll do is we'll insert edge loop again. We'll put one here and we'll put one here. That should be sufficient. If not, you can put one in here and you can put one in there, right? Okay, let's go in here, select it, hit 3 to preview smooth, and there you go. All right, so that's the top of the seat. We're gonna lift that up. We're gonna create a base for it. And yeah, there are a couple of ways you can do that. Typically, it's just a pipe going down. So we'll take a new cylinder, we'll hit W, we'll move that out. And what we'll do is we'll go to the attribute editor, caps set to 0 because we don't need those. Go in, delete that, and let's take this right here, move it for a sec. We'll take our seat and we'll move it to the center. W to move it, hold down X. And we'll take this guy, we'll do the same. F to frame that, R to scale that, so we can bring that away in. All right, F to frame again. We're gonna bring this up, and we're gonna make it a bit thinner. Just check the proportions here for a minute. That's a bit too thin. That would be about right. Okay. All right, so now that we have that, we're gonna add a little detail. W to move down. We're gonna right click at an edge, double click, Control E to extrude, R to scale out, G to repeat, W to push up, G to repeat, R to scale out again, and G to repeat and W to push up. There you have it. Then we're going to go in here, we're going to go to edge, we're going to bevel that. Let's do 2 and then bring the fraction down a bit. That's about right. Let's see, we're going to go down to the base. So we're going to double click on this guy, W to move down. And at this point, I kind of want to have an idea of, you know, how it's going to sit in front of the bar and so forth. So yeah, we're going to bring that back in. Just have a look here. Size wise, dimension wise, I would say that's fine. Then from here, if this were the whole thing, it would probably go up to, I would say, about here. Nothing further than that. F to frame. Let's bring this down a little bit. There you go. So we need to create a good base for this. So we're going to go to edge. We're going to bring that up to about here. We're going to extrude that. R to scale out. G to repeat, W to push down. G to repeat, R to scale out. And G to repeat and W to push down. Alrighty. Now we're going to F to frame. And what we can do here is smooth this guy out. So we'll bevel this first. Go in here, double click and shift double click and then bevel. And I think this time we're going to leave it like that. And then we're going to insert edge loop manually to hold these shapes, right? So we'll do one here, one at the base, one up here, one there, one there, one at the top, one at the base. Then we'll go up here. We'll do one there, we'll do one there. And I think that should have us covered. Now I want a couple of on the pipe there as well. So let's do 4 and put them in, not that many, just 4. 4, yeah, 4, and there you go. All right. So yeah, that's all right. So we're gonna need to duplicate this guy. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, there you go. Right, so I'm going to group that, and then we're going to go from there. We're going to duplicate it, W to move, hold down X. I think that would be good. Yeah. Might need to tweak that a little bit, although it's not bad. Do the same here. All right, I think that works. Now, we're going to take these, we're going to bring it in to about there. Let's see whether that looks authentic. Yeah, I think that's good. Yep. Okay. Yeah, okay, so what's next? So behind the bar, obviously. Now, this is the working surface, so we need a backdrop for a rack and bottles and stuff. So let's start with the polygon cube, and I'll just scale it up, and we'll kind of make that our room. And I don't know if you've ever noticed, but usually in bars, if you're old enough to be in a bar, you'll see that the ceiling is quite low. Just, you know, to make it more cozy, I guess. I don't know what the exact reason is, but all right. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna, and we might adjust this in a minute, but I would say something like that. Okay. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go in here and we're gonna take the faces that we don't want. And there you go. And we'll take the edges here, so that one, and we'll bring that in to about there. This guy needs to come in as well to about there. And then we need to invert this. So let's select the faces, and we're gonna go to mesh display and reverse. Yeah, and there you go. So that's good, but we don't need this guy just yet. But it's a good thing that we have it, right? So let's bring that in a little bit. So we're gonna hit H to hide this, and we'll get this guy back in a minute, right? Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a polygon cube, and that's gonna be our cabinet or bar in the back, or whatever you wanna call it. Now, okay, we're gonna do this slightly differently. I'm gonna go in here and take these faces. So actually I'll just start with one face, why not? Okay, so I got this. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in here and take it as an object and scale it out. Yep. And then we're gonna go into this view, and we're gonna go to modify and center pivot, then hit the insert key and move it down. So hold down a V and move it down like this. Hit the insert key again, then hit W to move it up, and hold down X. Right? So if we hit 4, how can we see this? Yeah, so it's on the bottom there. You just need to trust me on that, right? So we are going to snap that like so, and then I'm going to right click and go to vertex. Now I want to work with that. Actually I want to work with the edge. Go to edge, select it, there you go. Okay, so that's basically our baseboard, right? So we're going to hit Control E to extrude, we'll hit W, we'll push that in to about there, then we'll hit G to repeat, W to push up, that would go to about here. That's where the bar is going to start. G to repeat, W to push out, not too far. G to repeat, W to push up again. Would approximately be the same height as this bar right here. G to repeat, then we're going to push it way back. Yeah, they need to be able to reach it somewhere like that. Yeah. We're going to hit G to repeat, we're going to hit W to push up. And usually there's some kind of mirror or something going on here in the back, so we'll do that. Then we'll hit G to repeat and W to move forward. This typically sticks out a bit more to the front. G to repeat, W to go up, and then either go up to the ceiling or go back from here. So let's just have a look and see what we have so far. Yeah. Okay. All right, then we're gonna insert edge loop. We're gonna go in here and set that to multiple and 2, and we'll put that in here. Yeah. Q on the keyboard. We're gonna go and select the face. We're gonna hit extrude. We'll hit W to pull that out. Just a little. Don't forget to get rid of those faces right there, and one on the other end as well. All right, so that's a pretty straightforward backdrop. Let's go in here, and what we'll do here is we'll insert some more edge loops here. Let's do a bit more. Let's do 5. Q on the keyboard, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go in here to face, and we'll pull this out. And then pull this out as well, but not that far. And we'll do the same here. Let's see what it's looking like. All right, now again, we're gonna delete those faces. So we're gonna drag select, and drag select, and hit delete. So that should get rid of them, both ends. And it did, yeah. So that's a good backdrop. Then what we need to do is put something in place for bottles and whatnot. So some shelves. So what we'll do is we'll take a polygon cube, W to move that in, F to frame, R to scale down, push it in like this. Again, we don't need this face or that one or that one. And I do want to bevel this, so 1 and 2, and maybe, yeah. All right, now we're gonna have vertical shelves and we're gonna have horizontal ones, right? So let me just start by creating this, and this whole thing is a bit far back. I mean, if there are bottles on this far back, and the barman has to reach all the way back there to get it, it will be a bit much, right? So let me just sort that a little bit. We're gonna go and take this guy, we're gonna go to vertex, and I'm gonna drag like all of these vertices and kind of bring that forward like so. And then we'll take this and we'll push that in here. All right, after frame. Yeah, that's about right. Now we want a couple of these, so let's do one here, Control D, W to move up, and then one more. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so that's good. I would probably repeat this whole thing. So Control D to duplicate, move it over. And let's actually snap it while we do that. Because then I can do the same thing here. All right, so now that we have that, we need to have a couple of verticals as well, and we might want to make those a little bit more detailed, right? So we're going to take a polygon cube. We're going to bring that in. We're going to move that up. After frame. Let's get rid of the faces we don't want. That one. And that one. And then we're going to get it into the right position and dimension and so forth. Let's have a look from this view. Okay, we're gonna bring that in. That's about right. Okay, then we're gonna have a look at the height. New. Okay, and then of course we want to have detail on this, quite a bit actually. So we'll go in here and we'll first start by beveling these. And yeah, we'll do 0.02, no, 0.2, yeah, that's better. 0.2. Then we'll take this face right here, let Control E to extrude, let R to scale in. Then we get G to repeat, W to push in, like so. Not just so, but also hit R and scale it. Yeah, much better. Then we're gonna hit G to repeat. We're gonna hit R to scale in. Push it down. G to repeat. W to push out. And then R to kind of push it in like this. Maybe push it back a little. All right. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, that could work. All right, so we can use this over here, but on the corners we need to adjust it a little bit, right? So we're going to Control D to duplicate. We're going to W to move that over. Let's get that into place. That's fine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to Control D again. We're going to move it to the corner. And there we probably need to adjust that. And I would say so, yeah. A couple of ways you can do this, but I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go to vertex. We're going to drag select this. And we're going to move that up until it's aligned like so. And then we'll do the same over here. We'll take this guy, yeah. We're going to duplicate it. We're going to move it over. After frame that, let's align it from this end. We're going to go to vertex, drag select. There you go. Let's see how that looks. Nope. No, it's pinching that in too much. So let's not do it that way. Let's delete the last one. I'm going to go in here, and what I'm going to do is take these faces and delete them. Okay, so now that we have that, let's create some bottles. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll take a polygon cylinder. Let's pull that out. We're going to hit Control A to open up the attribute editor. Subdivision level set to 8. And then we're going to go in here. And we're going to right click and go to face. Drag select, delete, and we're going to start with the base here. Go to edge, double click, Control A to extrude, R to scale out, and as we do so, push down, G to repeat, R to scale out, G to repeat, W to push up, and R to scale out, then the G to repeat, W to pull up. All right, and then let's see, we'll go to about there, G to repeat, W to pull up, R to scale in, G to repeat, and so forth and so on. You get the drill. All right, let's smooth this guy. Let's adjust it a little. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna take these vertices. That's probably a bit better. Yep. Then we're gonna go in and we're gonna insert some edge loops. We'll do that manually. So I'll have one down here, one there and one there. We'll do one in here. And then we'll do one there and one there, one there, and then one in here. Let's hit 3 to preview smooth. Okay, we need one more. We're gonna go in here and we're gonna put one in right there. Yep, cool. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna want to go back. Let's go to mesh and to mesh and smooth. There you have it. And let's put that on the shelf. So we're gonna push that up there. F to frame, R to scale down quite a bit. And if you're gonna do this scene, you're not gonna repeat all the same bottles. Obviously, you know, you'll have some round ones and tall ones and small ones. But for the sake of the tutorial, I'm gonna do the same ones, right? Now, that said, while we're at it, I received a comment. I don't know, I think it was maybe the couch, or I don't know which video it was. Something like, hey, you know, why didn't you spend a couple of more hours to make it look better, and so forth and so on. And what I replied basically is, listen, these tutorials are for you guys. It's not about me showing off my skills or anything like that. The whole idea of the video is to explain the process to you guys so you can make it your own, learn something, have fun with it, right? There are too many look at me videos out there to begin with, so that's not the point of my videos. I'm happy when you guys understand the process. That's all, right? Okay, so we're gonna hit Control D to duplicate. And let's move that over, and let's do Shift D a couple of times. You know how they have a lineup of bottles in bars, you know, something looking like this? Apparently they think it looks cool, so yeah, let's do that. Right, we might need to move that shelf up a little, and we can do that, not a problem. And then we'll take this, duplicate that up as well. And there you go. I think that looks fine. And then we'll duplicate that over. So I'll group that. We're going to duplicate it, hit W. We're going to hold down X as we do so. And then we're going to hit the G to repeat. That didn't work. We got 2 bottles sitting here. Yeah, there you go. So we'll just do it again. And we'll hold down X. That's right, guys. All right, so the only thing we need to do now is to move those bottles back. All right, yeah, you get the idea. So we have that, and then what we can do is go to display and show all to get that wall back, yeah. And then what we can do is put in a couple of lights if you want, right? Yeah, let's do that just to finish that up. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take a polygon cylinder. Let's hit Control A, open up the attribute editor. Let's do subdivision level 12, 0 on the caps, F to frame. Let's pull this out here, pull this up. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to extrude it, pull it up and scale it in. G repeat, scale it in. One more time. And this is gonna be our cable basically. Let's pull it in a bit more. G to repeat and W to pull up. So it's gonna be our cable. Yeah. All right. So let's tweak this a little bit. Delete that bottom face. Take that bottom edge. Move that up. F to frame. Let's flare that out, something like this. We'll hit extrude, let W, pull it down a bit, G to repeat, R to scale in, because, let me just hide that floor for a sec. Okay, G to repeat, R to scale in. And you can go all the way up depending on whether you are looking inside the light or not, yeah? So we're gonna insert some edge loops. And let's set them to manual for now, yeah? We'll put one here, we'll put one here. We'll do one here and one here. And we kind of want to have this shape held, so we'll do that there too. Let's do one here, and we want to have one on the top here. Now for a cable that's way too thick, so we might need to fix that, and it needs to be shorter as well, but we'll get it sorted. So we're gonna go to vertex, we're gonna drag, select. Don't be buggy, please. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna scale it in, make it nice and thin, and then we're gonna stretch it out again. That's better. Okay, now let's smooth this out to see what it looks like. Yeah, looks fine. So we have that. We're going to go to mesh and smooth to actually smooth it. Then we're going to get it in top of the bar. F to frame. W, hold on X. Center of the bar. Control D to duplicate. W to move. Hold on X again. And G to repeat. And hold down X again. Why is that not working? Come on. There you go. And there you go. Then we're going to go to display and show all and get our ceiling back. So we know where our lights are going, how high they will go. I would say that's cool. Yeah. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to mesh and combine, right click at our vertex, drag select these guys, and there you have it. All right. So yeah, I would say that this is our bar. I'll do a quick render so you guys can see how it turned out. As always, take your time and add some nice details, you know, coasters and glasses and all that kind of stuff. But hopefully this will help you to get started on the project. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. All right? Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.